A warm welcome to all educators joining us today. On behalf of CENTA, we are delighted to have you with us for another insightful session in our ongoing CENTA webinar series, a space where passionate educators come together to learn, reflect, and grow professionally. Your, pre- your presence and participations continue to inspire us as we build a stronger, more empowered teacher community. Now, coming to today's topic. Today's session is your strategic blueprint to mastering LinkedIn. This highly practical webinar will explore how teachers can build a compiling personal brand, create engaging, value driven content, and foster meaningful professional collaborations. By the end of this webinar, you'll walk away with actionable strategies to increase your visibility, unlock new career opportunities, and confidently use LinkedIn to grow your influence as a modern educator. And to guide us through this critical conversation, we have a facilitator who perfectly bridges academia, mentorship, and digital influence. It's my pleasure to introduce today's facilitator, Dr. Arun Lewis. A warm welcome to Centox, Dr. Arun.
Yes, thank you. So, yeah, I'll start.
So,
Yes.
Dr. Arun Lewis is a chemistry faculty member who teaches undergraduate engineering students, having completed his PhD from the prestigious Indian Institute of Technology, Madras. Beyond the classroom, he is a highly rated Udemy instructor, content creator, and dedicated LinkedIn mentor who has guided more than 4,000 professionals, coaches, and creators in building their online influence and networks. Dr. Aaron Lewis also creates motivational content, a visual art, and as a author of the book Get Inspired by Movies, where he beautifully connects cinema with life lessons. He is deeply passionate about simplifying learning, inspiring growth, and helping educators climb their space in digital world. Dr. Arun, we are truly honored to have you with us today to help us expand our professional horizons. Over to you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Ruba. Thank you for the great introduction. And hello, everyone. And it's a great pleasure to see so many educators here. I can already see that chat is buzzing. So, today I'll be talking about one special tool that's called LinkedIn. Okay, we teachers often confine to live within the classroom, so or we often set boundaries. So today I'll be telling you how to go global, so using LinkedIn, and how to build influence beyond your classroom. Okay, so I am Arun, and I am from Department of Chemistry. So I'm a chemistry professor in a college in Chennai. So we'll get started. So often we teach 40, 50 students in a classroom. But in the current scenario, so we have more than, we can teach more than 40,000 students. Okay. So how is the question? So by using social media. So I'll be explaining how to how to go beyond, or to how to increase the number, or how to increase your influence beyond the classroom. So this is something which I have always observed. So you have a great teacher, a very passionate teacher, but he or she is always having a very small number of students. But you might have seen in the YouTube or Instagram, you have some not so great teacher, but he or she will be presenting the content in a different way. Okay, and he or she will be getting a lot of comments, views, likes, etc. Okay, so this is all about visibility. See, many of the teachers, the biggest problem with the teachers is they have limited visibility. Okay? In this digital age, visibility matters. Visibility amplifies credibility. More visible means you are more credible. Okay? So your expertise is high, but your visibility is low. The opportunities are limited. On the other hand, if your expertise is high and your visibility is also high, so the opportunities are unlimited. The most of the teachers have experience. I know every one of you sitting here is qualified and great teachers, but may not be so much visible. People may not know about you beyond your school or beyond your town. So LinkedIn is one tool which provides visibility. What is so special about LinkedIn? I'll tell you. So, one thing you should always remember is that nobody rewards a hidden talent. People reward visible value. I always tell my students, you may be the greatest singer, but if you sing only in your home or inside the home bathroom, there is no point because you have to put it out there. You should show the people that you have the talent. The social media removes the wall between your classroom and the world. So, effective use of social media is our topic of discussion. Okay, so I know many of you have a lot of hesitation about the word social media. They are very shy. They don't want to put their face. They don't want to put their videos out there and all this. Okay, so we will discuss about it. So I'll just tell you give two examples. Okay, so one is Sal Khan. So you might know him. So he is the founder of Khan Academy. So he started making YouTube videos. He started making videos for his cousin on math. So one and he started putting it in YouTube. So then he's received so many views and comments. Some people are asking for more and more video, and that's how Khan Academy started. And physics wala, we all know. So how he started? He started with a simple room, a camera, and a mic, and he used to erase the board with his own hands. So now we see he is uh, he is a top educator, one of the top educator in India. Okay. So before we start, we have a poll here. So how many people outside your school know about your teaching expertise? So be honest. So we have options: A less than 10, B 10 to 100, C 100 to 1000, D more than 1000. I just want to know the feel of the crowd. I mean, so what kind of audience I'm addressing.
So there are more than 16 votes as of now, and still the people are voting, and the majority of the votes are for 10 to 100, and the second majority is less than 10.
Okay. So I feel that I am addressing the right audience. Thank you, Rupa. Thank you.
That's great.
So that only I wanted to know. Okay. So now I can so maybe 100 people know about you. I'm talking about so maybe you know another teacher from your school. See what I'm talking about is someone from other city. Say I'm from Chennai, so someone from Mumbai should contact me, or someone from Hyderabad should contact me for my expertise. Okay, so how do you do that? So that is using social media. Okay, so this is so the goal of the seminar is that before the seminar we have a picture there, and after the seminar we have another picture there. So this is so on the left side you see Narendra Modi's actual LinkedIn profile. His LinkedIn profile is on the left side, so you don't see a banner. The right side you see a LinkedIn profile of Narendra Modi, which I made. Say I usually play with Canva, so I made this and I put this in the LinkedIn and it went viral. So this is the goal from nothing or from zero to hero at the end of the seminar. Okay, so we'll get started. So from the staff room or the classroom to the world stage. Okay. So there are so many different platforms, social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and there are so many community discussions like Reddit, Discord, etc. Okay. So what is so special about LinkedIn? Okay. So the LinkedIn is having over 1 billion users. And earlier it was primarily used for a job searching, okay, and hiring purpose. But now, so it is it has gone beyond a normal job platform. So it has employment opportunities, easy job applications, and personal brand. You can build your own brand there. Okay, so skill assessment, initiate connection. Suppose if you want to get connected with someone in your area of expertise from some other state or even a country, you can always use LinkedIn. And getting clients. So LinkedIn is a great tool for making money, and there is a lot of opportunity to be getting paid in dollars. Okay, for Indians, that is a good amount of money. That also I'll talk towards the end. Okay, so why it is so easy? See, people always hate social media or prepare content, hate preparing content for the social media because they have to edit the video and all. But LinkedIn is not that. So LinkedIn is primarily a text-based platform. So you don't have to prepare any video, you don't have to edit anything. So you have to write. Okay, you have to write and maybe put a picture and put it out there. It is much easy. So maybe 3 times a week if you post, that is enough for your social media presence. Okay, so it is text based, no editing required, and you can share with people. And there are so many advantages when it comes to LinkedIn. Okay, so that is why I always feel that the LinkedIn is the best platform for teachers because we don't have time. To be honest, we teachers we don't have time. So we have a, I mean, in school, forget it. So because we will be having most of the teachers will be having 4 to 5 classes every single day. So you cannot do anything. So after coming home again, you will be busy. So there is no time for recording the video and editing the video. Okay, so for not only that, it requires some skill as well. So the LinkedIn is the best platform. Why it is good for edit? So it is, so as I told you, global visibility, trust. It gives you trust. Okay, and we have the whole world at your disposal. Job opportunities, connections, all this you have. And so this is a great passive income for teachers. Okay, so you can have online courses. You can have, at least you can educate people about online courses. See, if you have created a course on Udemy or YouTube, you can tell the people. Or suppose if you have written a book, so this. Okay, so then content and consulting. So you can have, so the schools and education firms need consultants, and you find so many job opportunities. I'll share the some examples a bit later. So now one great opportunity what teachers like us have is training the AI. Okay, so there are various LLMs, large language models, and they need to be trained. For example, I am from chemistry background, so they need the LLM to be trained in chemistry. So whom they will approach? A chemistry teacher. See, every single day I'll get an email about these opportunities. Okay, and these are like paid 1 hour. They will be paying like 25 $30, and that too you can work from home, just from home. So that is the opportunity which you have. Then you can develop a brand, and there's an opportunity for affiliate marketing, etc. And job applications. If a LinkedIn profile is quite often asked in job applications as well. So, so I have a small poll again. So this, I mean, then the third poll is only at the end. So before we start, so what describes your LinkedIn profile today? Okay. So A, not created yet. B, exists but neglected. That means you are not posting. C, updated occasionally. D, my digital classroom. So, which of the options?
So, the poll is live, and most of the people who voted are not created yet.
Yeah,
As of now, it has changed to updated occasionally, where 43% has voted for that. And the second majority is equally divided between not created and existing but neglected.
fine, perfect, perfect. Yeah, thank you, Rupa. Okay, so this, so so first, what we have to do is the LinkedIn profile optimization. So how an ideal profile will should be, because this is the profile that attracts people. Suppose if you want some kind of a job opportunity, so first, if someone who is visiting your profile should see that okay, this profile is good. Okay, so he or she is having the expertise. So that feeling, it's more like a going to a restaurant. From the outside, it looks posh. Inside, also, it looks posh. So only then we think of ordering food. It's exactly similar to that. Okay, so it is the first impression. So you never get a second chance to make the first impression. Okay, so these are the 8 sections which we are going to discuss today. So I'll take you through one by one. Okay. The first one is photo and banner. Second is headline. I'll explain to you one by one. Okay. The first one is profile, photo, and banner. So every LinkedIn profile should have a photo. So that is a good photo. It's a professional photo. It is not like wearing a t-shirt or a jeans, and we are talking about some kind of a professional headshot. Okay, so where the face is clearly visible. Okay, you don't have any other person on the background. Okay, so preferably a gentle smile will do. Okay, and now it has become much easy, so you can go to Gemini and make a very good profile photo of yours. Earlier you have to go to the studio, pay money, and get the profile photo done. So now it's so easy, you have to just type the prompt and it will give you. But only remember that to remove the Gemini symbol from the photo. So these are some examples you have. So don't keep any a group photo. And most of the things which I'm projecting, it is self-explanatory. So you can read and understand. Anyway, I'll be explaining. I'll not be reading each and every point because most of them is self-explanatory. Okay, these are some examples. So you can see, I'm talking only about the photo now, not banner. So you can see the Yuvraj Singh. So most of the people are there in LinkedIn. See, this is what you have to always. So suppose if you want to contact a CEO or a big shot, the best place is LinkedIn and not Instagram. They will not even reply. Sometimes you may get a reply in LinkedIn. Even they may be a very big or a very famous person, and sometimes because I have the experience. Okay, I have got reply from many people which I never expected. So profile with a photo gets more views and connection requests because photo is your face. Okay, so this so the next is a banner. So banner is also something which is very important. So banner basically tells what you do. So it should be clear. It should you should not write so many content. So it should be readable. It should be. I mean, if you are associated with some color, okay. So you can keep some brand color. For example, in this slide, if you notice, every color is associated with the LinkedIn color only. So it is either it's white and the blue color of LinkedIn. So if you, especially if you do some graphic design and or something, the color matters. For teachers, it may not be, but still. Okay. So this is my profile photo. So, I mean, so I have, I mean, rather than, so this, first let me show this. So you can see some examples. So you can see some, so once you see the banner, so you will be able to tell exactly what they are doing. Okay, so you can see some people helping the business. Okay, so branding, all this is good. So this is mine. So I'm also helping people to build or to grow in LinkedIn. I'm a full-time teacher, by the way. I'm doing this as well. Okay. So so now the second part, so photo. So I hope that you have understood about the photo and the banner. So photo, professional photo, and a banner. Okay. So banner, Canva. In Canva you have templates. Okay. I mean, don't use, I don't suggest you use the Canva templates as such. Slide editing you do by yourself, and upload. Okay, don't upload just like that, but slight editing would be preferable. And one more thing which I have a special offer for you: if you need to contact me, so contact me in LinkedIn, connect me in LinkedIn, message me in LinkedIn. Okay, so I answer every messages which I, and if you really want a one-to-one interaction, or if you want to me to go through your LinkedIn profile and give suggestions, I'm always welcome. I mean, you are always welcome. So I'll be always there to help you. Okay. So second one is the headline. So headline is something which is very important. So this is what recruiters always see. So that you have to make it count. For example, so mine, it is given there. So it's written, helping professionals grow on LinkedIn, LinkedIn trainer, and all this details. So it is, I mean, crisply in a short way, you have explained what you are doing. And this is something which is absolute important. Why? Because, so I don't know whether you are familiar with the term called search engine optimization. So SEO. So please go through, because I don't have the time to explain what it is. Basically, it is something which helps you to come top on the first page of the Google. See, if you have, when you're searching something on Google, so there will be so many pages, right? So one, two, three, four, five. So generally, we'll go only look only the first page, and sometimes second page. You will not look at the 10th page or 15th page. Okay. So search engine optimization, or SEO, basically pushes all this in the front page. For the time being, you can understand something like that. For example, someone searching for Python programmer. So you can see someone searching for Python programmer. So programmer. So here, so he is okay. So he is. So who is having the Python programmer? So Python programmer as the heading, as the, I mean, as the headline will be coming onto the top of the page. So here you can see Python programmer, and Python program. So keywords is something which is very important, and it is an absolute must. So please use AI or Chat GPT or Claude or whatever. You give all your details, maybe your resume, and upload, and ask it specifically to say, to come up with some SEO optimized uh, headline. Headline. Okay. So for teachers, for you people, so this can be a great formula. Okay. So if you want, you can take a picture of this. So the first would be something like a heading. Say for a physics teacher, say senior secondary physics teacher. Board also you can mention. Core skill and expertise. So need JE foundation building, conceptual clarity, curriculum design, credibility marker. So that is like 12 years of experience. So you put the experience also there. 500 plus students mentored, helping students. So, what's the outcome? So, helping students to crack the board exams and competitive entrance examinations. It could be IIT, JEE, and also. So, put it out there, so that, so maybe you can put a part of this in the banner as well. So if, usually people always look at the photo and the banner. So, if you put everything there, it would be amazing. Okay, some examples. So this is, I'm not going to read out, so you can just see that how it is written. Uh, so I want you to go through this. Maybe take a picture of this. I mean, some. So you can always modify. So put, these are the some minimum. So which class, which subject, which board, and what are your strength, and what is that you are guiding for. Okay, so all this you can put it out there. So the next is LinkedIn. So the next is uh, about about section. So this is also something which is very important, because this is what describes who you are. It is about your summary, and don't write summary just like that. Say I am Arun Lois. I am a chemistry teacher. No, no. So that is something which is outdated. So try to explain in the form of a story. So if you can go to my LinkedIn profile, you can read how I have written. Okay, or start, because storytelling is something which us teachers we all love to say stories to the classroom, right? So narrate your experiences, okay, about you as a story. Some example. So every year I have the opportunity to shape young minds at one of the most important stages of their lives. Helping students discover their potential is what inspires me every single day. So that is the beginning. So when you are reading like this, so you feel like reading the rest. Okay. On the other hand, if I mean many, so please edit your about me session section. And second is the body part. So body, so there you will talk all about your experience, passion, achievements, impact, what subject you teach, how many years experience you have, how passionate you are, how many students you have helped, all the stories, projects, competition, clubs, mentoring, all these activities you put it out there. Okay, the second part. So I have just given you some brief, I mean, sample. So this again, maybe you can get the help of AI to do this. So this is one. Say I'm not going to read out this. Maybe you can just go through. I'll remain silent for maybe 30 seconds, so that you can have a look at it, and after that we'll go to the next slide. And always try to I mean, don't write everything in one paragraph. It should be something like a small paragraphs. So because it is very easily readable. Okay, people, so when you write a one whole paragraph without any bullets and all, so people will be get, I mean, honestly, if I see a huge paragraph, even if it's an answer sheet, I feel so offended. I mean, I feel so, I mean, find it boring because I have to read the entire thing. So let's not give them the trouble. Okay. The next part is the featured session. So featured session is something where you highlight the most important achievements what you have. So what is the best work? So if you have done some best work, or, okay, or if you have some very good testimonials, all this you can put it out there. Okay, so I mean that is something which also, or you have a post which so many have commented and liked, or it went viral. You can put it in the feature session. Okay, so it is so important to show your best work there. Okay, so you can, so something like why I'm teaching. Okay, from classroom to success stories, exam tips, parents, students, testimonials. Okay, so all this, and there is a beautiful book called Austin Kleon. So that basically tells you about show your work. So it's so important that you may be so talented, but if you don't show to anyone, nobody knows. In fact, this was the post which I wrote today on LinkedIn. So if you have time, you can go back and read my post. So it is about showing. So don't be shy. Don't be shy, and don't think what others will think of you. So others have so many other things to think about. So all this you can think of. Okay, so putting some resume or a book maybe the first chapter, or certificates, projects, or maybe if you have got some awards or distinctions, all this. So proof, not just claims. So you show that you are quite capable, or you are an expert in this domain. The next is education. So the education. So where you did your education, so masters, B.Ed, and all those. Then certification, if you have done in additional certifications, and then recommendations. So if you have some recommendations, you can always ask a fellow colleague to recommend you, or a professor, or HOD, or principal. So that means when someone writes a testimonial or recommends you, that adds more credibility. That when you have so many recommendations, people always think, okay, this guy is really good. Okay, so that is what. So next is the experience. So whatever experience you have, you write it there. Subject, classes taught. Okay, so a example is given there, student achievements. Okay, so the board exam toppers, so whatever, say if your student have got AIR rank, say 35, so you can put it out there. Maybe get his or her testimonials also. Okay, so mentoring guidance or career guidance. Okay, all these things you can put it out there. Okay, so these are the things that you can show in your under your experience. So other than that, if you, I mean, so most of our us teachers, they do multiple jobs. Okay, it's not like we are only teaching and correcting the books or answer sheets. So we are a class teacher, department coordinator, exam coordinator, club mentor. Then we do many admission works as well. So that also you can put it there. Sometimes team activity or leader, all this you can put. Workshops you have attended, of workshops or FDPs or teacher training programs, parent orientation programs. Okay, so remedial coaching, STEM activities, science exhibitions, all this you can put it out there. Okay, so the next, content creations and professional development. Sometimes we might have written some books and about the creation of study materials, question banks, online courses. You may have a YouTube channel of your own. Okay, so all this we can put it out there. Okay, so this, so so the next is LinkedIn profile optimization is skills and endorsement. What are the skills you have? So what are the skills you have? And endorsement I have mentioned already. So endorsement is skill is also a something which is very important. So the basically the LinkedIn's algorithm profile, basically it is all about the keyword. I told you headline one. The first is headline and skill. Okay. So based on the headline and skill, so they will be looking so where your profile is ranked. That will help the how, that is how the recruiters will find you. Suppose if you are applying for a job. Okay. So it is so important that, I mean, it is you should not put some random words. Okay. So you should always put in some words which people others are likely to search for. For example, people would search for career guidance, okay, or JE advanced coaching. So when your profile is having a headline, this headline, and also if there is some keyword, so the keyword, the skills. Okay, so you will be, and you can always ask your friends to endorse. So that probably I can show you maybe towards the end. So the once you go down, so you can go to anyone's LinkedIn profile, and you go to the any connections. You go down. There will be skill, and they will be saying like endorse. Okay, so there's indoors. So that is something which you get teacher training, problem solving, STEM education, matter expertise. Okay, so how to do this means you find the keywords. Okay, look for some 10 job postings, and so note the repeated words. Okay. Gone are the days. See, suppose if you are applying for a job. So earlier, what we used to do, we used to use one resume and we'll be sending for all jobs. So it could be a job for a principal, it could be a job for maybe a head of the department or some other job. So everything will be having only one resume. So now gone are the days. So now it is the AI. So we have different AI tools. So the your resume should have the keywords which matches the job description. So they will be having, say, something like a STEM education. Your resume should also have STEM education expert. Okay. So with this only they will be matching. So they will. So the more time that your keyword is aligned with the job description, the more chances for you is getting through. Okay, so now the job scenario is totally new, and it is all by AI. So it is so important. So you have to update your resume properly, and many SEO resumes have to update it according to the job description. Okay, and not only that, so now AI is conducting interviews as well. Okay, so I am working in a college, and I always tell the students you should have a very good resume with with important keywords which matches the job description. And second, they should be able to converse with AI, because I have attended so many, at least 4 5 AI interviews, because I also apply many part-time jobs or work from home jobs. I'll talk to you a bit later about that. uh, so many of the jobs, the first you will apply, and you will keep the LinkedIn profile, and then they will ask you to go through an AI interview. Okay, so 15 minutes is the general duration. So the AI will be asking questions. So, and you are supposed to answer those questions. So keyword is something which is very important, and not only for you and students. So please find what are the keywords, and the edit the resume if you're sending out resume. Okay. So then the recommendation. So recommendation I told you already, and so please make sure that you can always contact your friends, and ask them to endorse you on this. Say if you're good in PowerPoint, or if you're good in making slide, so your friend can endorse you on that particular skill. Okay, I'll show you maybe towards the end. I'll go to my LinkedIn profile and show all this. Okay. So the last is that, I mean, recommendation. Recommendation I have told you already. One good recommendation is very helpful, because it gives you more credibility. Okay, so this and the profiles with recommendations will get you more profile views. Okay, so you can always ask. So now, so this is the base. Okay, so I was till now I was talking about LinkedIn profile optimization. How to make the hotel or the restaurant ready so that I mean, customers come. Okay, so now we have to serve the customers. So that is it. Okay, so now you have to write content for them. That is the next part. Okay, so LinkedIn growth. How do you grow in LinkedIn? Okay, so what? How do you connect with other people? How do you network? Okay, this is a professional side. So how do you have a very good connection? Suppose if you want to say you are conducting a workshop, and you want to conduct, I mean, say a national workshop in your school. So what do you generally do? You will call some of your friends or friends of friends. So now you don't do that. You go to LinkedIn, see someone who is expert, call him or her. You don't have to know them personally, provided that person should be in the LinkedIn as well. But now I can see there is it is becoming. I mean, teachers have also being, I mean, are also playing a very good role in LinkedIn as well. Okay, so networking is, people always think is networking is begging, requesting. No, it is not. It is building. Okay. So I have a pretty decent, I'm not boasting, have a decent LinkedIn profile, but still I approach people for opportunities. So how do you think that I got this opportunity to talk in front of you? Because I approached center. In fact, I had given some 3 years ago, I had given a talk. So that was about movies. Okay. So how to use movies, because I am a movie, I watch a lot of movies, and I incorporate movies in the classroom. So I don't know whether you have heard. So that is, I think that video is still there. Maybe I think some 3 years ago. So I still approach this opportunity I got because I approach people. So that is what you have to approach people, and there is, I mean, there is nothing. People always think that like, so they are very egoistic and think that, okay, no, I should not do that. They should come to me. No. See, gone are the days. I mean, if you have a lot of talent and you think seeing your talent, others will come to you, then you will get people. or get clients, but it will be limited number. See, Amazon, everyone goes to Amazon, but still they advertise. Why they have to advertise? Okay. Because they want to reach people. So advertisement is the way of reaching out people. So I do that. Okay. So I want you people also to surely this. So now one question people always ask is that what content I can post in LinkedIn. Okay. So as a teacher, you can post maybe I would say three. If you're a beginner, three times per week. Okay. Teaching tips. Okay. Some data, some interesting education stat data, a policy update, or some celebrate the success of the student. Okay, so some resource you can share. Okay, some opinion takes, poll, etc. All this you can see. Classroom every day something is happening, so you have so many stories to tell. So if you have four classes in one day, definitely you have some 10 stories to tell in the classroom. One student behave like this and how you handle that situation. In fact, that is what teaching makes us young, because you are always with the young crowd. Okay, of course sometimes it do test our patience, that I don't deny, but still, so there are so many things are happening. Okay. So, as a teacher, you will have so many stories to have, and these are the stories you should write. Okay. So, I mean, I won't say that too personal incidents should be shared, but some success stories, something which has happened, and some photographs, if it is okay, we can always share. Okay, so um, we should aim for some 2 3 posts per week, just to stay visible. Okay, so that is something which is a sweet spot, I would say. Okay, and now let me come back to the opportunities you have. Okay, so you can take the picture of this, because this is the slides. I mean, this is the this is the slide where you have all this details. So here and all you can see some website. So here you see AI. So all this you can apply. See the pricing, or the see it is like $40 to $120 per hour. Say 100. I mean, if you get $50, that means if you work 2 hours, means $100 you are getting. That means in one day you are making approximately 10,000 one day. Okay, so in one week you can easily get a month salary sitting at home working 2 or 3 hours a day. So this is the opportunity that LinkedIn provides. I'll show some examples, so you can see technically so many opportunities you have, and these are something aligner, crossing, and all are like so mostly related to AI and all this. Okay, they need experts. They need subject matter experts, STEM experts, and all experts they need. So crossover is slightly on the higher end if you are a very experienced person and all. So you can see the pay is even slightly higher, and to get through crossover, it is pretty difficult because you have so many tests to go through, and even for aligner, Mercor, and all, you have to send the resume, and you have to go through a AI interview as well. See, try out. There's no harm in trying. Okay. So that is a process. I mean, I enjoy this. Okay, so as a person, so I told you I have attended so many interviews. Yes, I have got money as well. So this is what we. So please don't tell me that the teachers don't have opportunities. So it is all about visibilities, visibility. And today today morning I received a message on my WhatsApp. It says like, can I take chemistry AP classes for a student in San Francisco. I think that's the place. So this. So these opportunities, there are some sites as well. Okay, so where you have, so only thing is that you have to be expert. So before that, so what I show is that I'll just go through my LinkedIn profile, and I'll just share the screen, and I'll go through my LinkedIn profile. Okay, so this is my LinkedIn profile, and tell you, show you what and all is there. Okay. See, by the way, I'm using Premium, LinkedIn Premium. So there are basically two versions. You have LinkedIn free version. Free version is having some limited scopes, and this is premium as well. Say for me, at least I'll not suggest you to go for premium right away. So you first see what is happening in LinkedIn, and then you go for premium once you know what is happening in LinkedIn, how to connect with people and all this. Okay, so this, so you can see the, I mean, so this is the about me. I have written in some kind of a storytelling way, and so everything. So services, I have not written anything, because one thing I why I did not keep it, because I am a full-time teacher, so I didn't want to offend the college, saying that they will think that I am working two jobs at the same time. That I didn't want to do. So then some, this is the one book I have told. Okay, so this, and actually, I mean, if you are from south, you might know about the actor director Pradeep Ranganathan. He was my student. So whenever I write about him, I get a lot of engagements. Okay. So one more thing is that I am active in Instagram as well. So Instagram is for me a fun place. I create memes. Okay, and my memes and all have reached like a, say 150 million, because mostly it is Tamil memes. So though I am a Malayali, I have been in Chennai for quite some time. So all this, I love trying out different things. So this is my work, and so these are the silenced, I mean, I am a career counselor as well. So these are the skills I got endorsed from people. Okay, these are the recommendations I have got. So I'll just show how to endorse people. For example, this guy. So this is my connection. I'll go there, and you have skills. You can see skills you have. So top skills, he's having like 89 skills. So if I want to endorse him for this, I can click here, endorse. Okay, so then there's an option called jobs. So there you can check the jobs. So you can see so many jobs there. So many remote jobs and all you can find. Okay, so as I told you, my message and all, I message people. In fact, I have a template for reaching out for people, and so that's, this is one place I love exploring all about. So I want you to do the same. So once you start, see, I mean, first you have to force yourself, maybe 1 or 2 weeks, but after that you might enjoy this. Okay, so stop sharing. Yeah. So So now I think, yeah. So we have the time for the next poll or the last poll. We are going to the end. So my session is almost done. After today's session, what will you do first? So A, create, update LinkedIn profile, connect with educators. Okay. Start posting on content, explore opportunities on LinkedIn. And I, one thing, those who are not active in LinkedIn, one advice I have, start connecting, send connection requests to people. Okay, every day. Every day send 3 4 connection requests you send. So automatically your connection request will increase. So this you can do when you're in school bus. So so if you are looking in the FB and Instagram, I want to cut down that by 15 minutes, just 15, and that 15 minutes you use LinkedIn. Send connection requests. Don't send connection requests to some CEOs just like that. First, send connection requests. First, make the profile ready. So then send connection requests to maybe fellow teachers of your college, your school. I mean, then other school, neighboring schools, etc. Okay. So Ruba, can I have the results, please?
Yes, sir. So there are totally 40, nearly 40 oaths, where 70% of the oaths are for create or update LinkedIn profile. And the second top has been shared by two, which is connect with educators and explore opportunities on LinkedIn. And the final oath is with the least as start posting
Yeah.
content.
Yes. And one, suppose if you are planning to write about LinkedIn for the first time, I'll give you a content right away. Thank you. Thank you, Rupa. Yeah. So I'll give you content right away. You can take the picture of this and you can comment about I mean, you can write about today's session, what exactly happened. Tag me in LinkedIn. So what I will do is that I will go and comment on this so that my followers will all see. So please do that if you are doing on the first time. So that will be a promotion for you and promotion for me as well. Okay, so you can take a picture of this and you can do. And so finally I want to say once more that the best teacher is not always the most recognized teacher. So now, whatever I have shown, this same slide I shown earlier, this makes a lot of sense now because it is all about visibility. So you all have the talent, so become more visible. Okay. And in case if you want to connect with me, so please connect with me on LinkedIn, message me so I can personally help you. I can go through your LinkedIn profile and I can give you suggestions, and I can, and as I told you, I answer every messages which I receive. So thank you all for listening. So this is the last slide, and now I'll be happy to answer the questions you have. So just 1 second, I'll see them in the comment. So if you have any questions, can you put in the comments so that I can, yeah.
So, thank you, Dr. Arun, for such an eye opening, practical, and highly relevant sentence session. I'm certain our teachers are leaving today with a fresh perspective of personal branding, an incredible toolkit for content creation, and a clear vision of how to expand their professional influence globally. So, going through the chat, we have got few questions.
Yes.
So, let's dive into right those. So, the first one is, do we have to actively check for job posting, or can we see people? Can we see our profiles? Can we see people
See,
profiles?
that basically depends upon what, if you are actively looking for job opportunities, obviously you have to, I mean, you have to update, you have to apply, and you have to do so many things. On the other hand, see, suppose you don't have to, you are not planning for resigning right now, maybe after 1 year. 1 year, maybe this is the right time that you can build your profile and you can start connecting with people. And sometimes many, and there is a, in LinkedIn there is an option called open to work, so you might have seen. So there is an open to work, so that basically tells that you are available for work. So there are so many options available.
Great. So the second question is, how often should we engage with the app? How many posts, like, etc.
Yeah, one thing I forgot to tell you is that, so not only that you have to post, you have to engage in others post as well. So that is something which is very important, because otherwise they will not engage in yours. It is not like so you just leave it and go. So you have to actively engage. So what I often suggest is that you find some 3 4 people with who post regularly so that you can engage in each other's post. Someone who is having very good fan following or connections, that is something which is advisable. Yes.
Great. Thank you so much, sir. Here's the third question. Like, the question is, I'm not sure if the next question is regarding LinkedIn, but someone asked, how do we make money using our content?
Yeah, I mean, see that basically, I mean, so now first of all with AI, it has because everyone is creating content, it has become very limited. I mean, basically, you can approach some kind of agencies, you can showcase your work, and that is what LinkedIn is all about. Like in the featured session, you can show your work, and you have a portfolio made ready. You can send it out to HRs who is having, I mean, who is actively searching for some kind of a content creator. Especially, I think STEM content creators are in demand, and that is how you can always help. I mean, you can earn in money.
Thank you. Thank you once again, sir. So, thank you for patiently answering all the questions as well. So, Thank you for joining today's session. We hope you found it genuinely helpful. We recently updated our app a bit, so please be patient with us while we walk you through the quick steps to acquire your record of participation. If you have already registered for the session, please follow these steps. Open the Center app on your device. Step 2, navigate to the Progress section. Step 3, in Progress section, open Upcoming and click on Today's webinar. Step 4, click on Submit Feedback. Please note that this option will be available only from 6 p.m. We have 4 more minutes for 6 p.m. and till 10 p.m. IST, you can give your feedbacks in the app, and that is for 4 hours after the session is done. So, step 5, enter the 4 digit session code when prompted. Today's code is 9823. I repeat, 9823. You'll always see this code on the screen right now. Step 6, complete the feedback form and you'll be able to download your record of participation instantly. If you have not registered for this webinar and want to register now to download your record of participation, please follow these steps. Step 1, open the Center app on your device, navigate to the Learn section. Step 3, in the Learn section, scroll down to see upcoming Talks. Click on View All and open today's webinar. Step 4, click on Enroll Now. Once you have registered, click on Submit Feedback. Please note that this option will be available only from 6 p.m. IST to 10 p.m. IST. That is for 4 hours after the session is done. So we have 3 more minutes for the submit feedback to appear. I would just bring to your notice. And step 5, enter the 4 digit session code when prompted. Today's code is 9823. I repeat, 9823. Step 6, complete the feedback form and you'll be able to download your record of participation instantly. So please note, I would like to bring to your notice again, uh, the submit feedback button or the option will be available only after 6 p.m. IST to 10 p.m. IST. That is for 4 hours after the session is done. So, thank you all for your active participation in today's webinar. We truly appreciate your engagement. To register for more upcoming webinars, please visit Center app. We are looking forward to see you at the next session.